got nobody got me. Oh, never mind. I wonder how many of you actually get that joke. It's me, Michael Tackett, and I am the truth teller because, ladies and gentlemen, I read evidence to get the facts. I'm gonna mix it up from now on. So here we go. I hate my hair. Anyway, I saw a video from the Amazing Atheist, and people are like, Michael, you don't like the Amazing Atheist? No, I just think that he's just another shock jock who really says the most outrageous. Because I used to think he was a sexist pig and everything, but I don't know if it's that. It's just he just likes to say the most outrageous things just to get attention. People are like, Michael, you want attention, but I hope I don't get it the way he does. I really do. I'm not insulting the dude. I'm just saying I hope I don't get it the way he got it. Anyway, he does do some good videos, and his 19% was about how 19% of people don't really have a religious affiliation, either by they believe in God and Jesus, but they don't buy the whole Bible and Christianity stuff, or they're not, or they're agnostic, or they're atheist. Now, he was talking about how we are coming to a more secular society, and that maybe instead of letting the old white farts in Congress and the Senate keep being not doing anything and keep trying to impose the laws of the land of outdated, in his eyes, ideology or whatever, that maybe we needed some atheists in Congress, the Senate, and everything to maybe have their shot. Not that I'm against that, because to me, someone's religion or lack of religion has no bearing on how they would do their job as a public servant. On the other hand, it's just the political system is so messed up. What if we got people in there and be like, yeah, we voted in an atheist, and they just chose to do the same crap as before and just keep bending to Wall Street? Then nothing will get done. Everything will just be the status quo as usual. Because there's a lot of libertarian and conservative atheists. If you see somebody go, hey, I'm an atheist, don't automatically think I'm going to vote for them, because if you're a liberal or more of a socialist, then their values, I don't care if they are an atheist, their moral values are going to clash with yours. Anyway, now, would I vote for an atheist if they were like a tough, more on Wall Street, anti-war, high tax on the rich type of person? You bet. Just sign me up. That's my candidate right there. I don't care if they're married, unmarried, gay, straight, atheist, agnostic, Muslim, Christian, Catholic. It really doesn't matter. So, but even if we got them in there, the atheist, would that solve society's problems? Because everybody's like, oh, 86% or a big, huge number. I think it's 86%, 90%, if anybody can correctly tell me, that Norway is atheist. I mean, they are hugely atheist. And they have a very low crime rate. But would that happen here? No. And it has nothing to do with atheism. The only thing that would happen is we would go from Christians acting like dumbasses to atheists acting like dumbasses. I think it has more to do with your background, your education, your upbringing, our society as a whole, how we view violence, how we view men to treat women, how we view women to treat men, how we view other races. I think that has more of a bearing to do on it than just, like, oh, you're an atheist or you're a religious person. Well, the atheist is going to be more calm and objective and better. No, that means nothing. A lack of belief, or even your belief system that you're raised with, are nothing if you don't enforce good moral values. If you don't, then you're just going to be another, you're going to end up in a life of crime and everything, another idiot. I hate to say that, but it's another dipshit committing a bunch of crimes and hurting people. We're a violent society. Violence against atheists, atheists hating on Christians, African Americans, Latinos, Asians, everybody committing crimes, hating on each other, so much fear and anxiety, and we glamorize war so much, like dying in war is an honorable thing to do, and I'm like, what if the war is unjust and they died for nothing? Then their family lost a loved one for a bullshit war. So, I know people like my fact videos, but this is a big old rant, a big old, just what I feel. The fact of the matter is, America could go 90% atheist, but still have the same problems. Because we as a society are very fearful, just untrusting, just hateful, violent by nature. We want to punish criminals to the fullest extent of the law, but not just punish them. Death penalty. Treat them like dirt when they get out. We really do give it hard to criminals. And we think that's a good thing, but in Norway, see, their criminal system is more about reforming them and putting them back into society and looking at them as human beings. Yeah, I know, even the worst thing they could do. Would we be able to do that? Somebody killed 4 or 5 kids, and they genuinely felt bad for what they did. And people are like, well, they shouldn't have done it. No, they shouldn't have done it. But they felt bad. Maybe they were on a fit of rage. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they got a mental illness problem. But the thing is, like, would we be able to forgive them for what they did? Or would we just sit there and go, I think you need the death penalty. You need to die. Blood, this thirst of blood. And the NRA wonders why I don't just want people to be able to walk into a store and buy a gun. Look at this society. So it doesn't matter if we have atheists or agnostics or whatever we believe. We're gonna be in the same shit we're in unless we start making adjustments, unless we start going, hey, you know what? Sex is not so bad. It's violence that's messed up. Okay, so what? They're an atheist. Who cares? I'm a Christian. I got my beliefs. Or what? That type of thinking. Who cares if they're black? I'm not scared of them. They're not going to take my job or anything, or influence my kids to act like them. So we got to stop just looking at the problems as you're white, you're black, blah blah blah. That's the problem. No, it has to do with the deep fear that we have embedded in our brains. And where does it come from? I don't know. I don't know why America is so fearful and everything. Are we still harboring guilt over taking the land from the Indians, Native Americans, or whatever? Seriously, are we still that guilt-ridden over it? Well, yeah, we shouldn't have done what we did, but guess what? It's a couple of 100 years too late. The land's ours now. So we don't need to just sit there and whine and complain all the time. Just if this is what's hurting us, and get over it. It sucks what we did, and we had no right to do it, but we can't let it ruin us. I don't know. Seriously, what is it? Is it fear, religion causing this? No, because there's a lot of atheists who are just big jackasses here. I know some atheists who are just downright evil. I know some Christians who are just downright pathetic. So, I think it has to do with poverty, unemployment, job safety. I think there's just a lot of things that factor in. To just say, getting rid of religion will solve our problems. No, it won't. See, the fact is, if Norway went religious, they would still be the same people as before. So that's the thing, is that their people were already on a solid foundation. Our foundation is crumbling, and it keeps crumbling. America needs to build itself back up. Well, like I said, I know TJ is like, hey, man, let's get an atheist in there. More atheists. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo. We get atheists in there. Cool. If they can do a good job, that's good. But it's not going to change our society, because our society, our culture, this country, at its core is just violent, untrusting, hateful culture, and it needs to change. We need to stop looking at the other person as our enemy. Well, anyway, you know the drill. I hope you like it and all that good stuff. Subscribe and all that, everything like that if you like it. I know TJ's fans probably won't like it because of what I said about him at the beginning, but look, I have my opinions about him, but even I admit, you know, that was a good video about the 19%, but I think, TJ, you're missing the point that it's not atheist, Christian, agnostic, Muslim, Catholic, Baptist, whatever. I think it's just us as a society. We're just totally Looney Tunes. And unless America actually deals with that and changes it, no matter what our beliefs or non-beliefs, we'll always be nuts.